Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. This is it. This is the big one. Manchester United against Arsenal at Old Trafford, underneath the lights. Not bank holiday, but it's a Monday.
Oof.
Is it?
No,
what
it's
day
on
is it?
Sunday.
It's on Sunday. There you go.
And it isn't underneath the lights unless you call the sun the lights.
Well, it should be, yeah?
It will be 4 o'clock on a Sunday, the way God intended it to be. It's a big one, though, isn't it?
It is a big one, Joseph, because this could be a title decider. Not for us.
No.
We've not had a title decider since 2013.
Exactly.
But for Arsenal,
Yeah.
which throws up its own problems, doesn't it, as a United fan, because you never want your team to lose.
No.
Really?
No, never.
Never. But if we lose and Arsenal win, then that could help them win the title, which would be better than Manchester City winning it, or even Liverpool. So is it really that bad? You know what I mean?
It's a lose-lose, isn't it? It says
Yeah.
lose-lose there. Because if we win the game, which you think is a win,
Yeah.
City have almost certainly won the league.
God.
And if we lose the game, which is obviously not what you ever want when you're
Especially
a fan of anyone or anything.
No.
If we lose the game, it gives Arsenal a better chance of winning the league.
No.
Which I think I want Arsenal to win the league, but
Yeah.
I also want Manchester United to win the game. What we're trying to say is, whatever happens, I'm not going to be 100% happy after this game.
No, you can't be happy if City edge that step closer to basically winning the title, winning their 4th in a row as well,
Yeah.
which is going to be minging because it's the one thing we've never done.
Yeah.
Like everything else they've done, we've already done, but this is the one thing we haven't.
Genuinely.
Albeit they've done it with 115 charges hanging over their head.
In all honesty,
Okay.
would you like us to lose this game? Like really?
I would never want Manchester United to lose a football match, right? And I'm going to do something different later on when we do our Predict 11s. I'm going to give you my preferred 11, which is going
Right.
to emphasise the fact that I never want Manchester United to lose a game of football.
Okay.
Yeah?
Whatever that means.
Okay. What about you?
I want us to win and Arsenal to win the league.
That's the right answer. Yeah, that is what we want to happen.
But the problem is, we could lose this game and City will still probably win the league.
Yeah.
So it probably won't matter anyway. We'll lose and we'll go, oh, well, at least they haven't won it either.
Yeah.
But I would, in the annals of time, looking back, it would be more important to me that City didn't win 4 in a row than we win this particular game.
Yeah.
I just hope somehow we can win and Arsenal can win.
Yeah, that's the ideal scenario is United win.
Yeah.
And
City lose 2 of their next 3.
City lose, 2 of their next 3,
That
which
always
they've
happens.
never done under Pep Guardiola going into the final furlong. But you never know. In terms of effort,
Yes.
and energy, enthusiasm,
Energy.
yeah, all the E's.
Yeah.
We want to see a bit of effort from these players, don't we? Because there's been various reports, I think, on Off the Bar, you were talking about it, Chris Wheeler was writing in the Mail that some players have almost, not down tools, but almost in that mindset of, well, the manager might not be in next season, so why bother? We need to see a bit more effort, don't we, from these players, especially after the debacle at Selhurst Park earlier on this week.
Yeah, this to me is almost more important than the result. Not obviously in league terms, but just in my fandom and my enjoyment of watching Manchester United and the situation with the club.
Yeah.
We need to see a solid, hard-working, genuine performance from this team.
Yeah.
Whether it ends in a loss or a win, they're a better team than we are. Let's just face it, at the moment, Arsenal are better than we are. So we could play well and still lose.
Yeah.
But if we don't try, we will definitely lose. And if we play like we did against Palace and the work rate is what it was against Palace and trying to cut corners, not really doing your job properly but trying to look like you're doing it properly, we'll lose. And that will be far more painful, losing like that, than trying really hard and even a last-minute loss against, with a valiant performance. I will take that any day. I just think that United need to look like a proper team who are playing for the manager, playing for the fans, and we're back at Old Trafford as well. It has to look like a hard-working, decent performance, regardless of result.
Yeah, because this is one of those only games against Arsenal where you'll get not a bit of leeway. Well, yeah, you'll get a bit of leeway if we lose.
Yeah.
Because fans will be like, okay, we've lost, that's disappointing, but it's not the end of the world if that loss is something that stops City winning the league, even though, fans will want us to win. But you will get that little bit more leeway than you would normally get.
Absolutely.
So you just got to try. Give us all your effort. Show that you're up for it. Show a bit of fight. And also, you think you'd want to play your way into the FA Cup final plans. You'd want to play your way into Gareth Southgate's plans if you're an England player or whoever your international manager is, because the Euros is on the horizon. You've got a big game in the Cup final coming up. Do you want to make your manager think whether that's your international manager or Erik ten Hag, that you're not good enough for either of those two occasions. No. So there's every reason, despite the fact any time you step onto that pitch, Old Trafford, and put on a United shirt, you should be giving your all anyway, that these players should be showing us maximum amount of effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no excuses.
No, exactly. And we'll get to predicted 11s. It's a thin squad.
Yeah.
United don't have a load of players to choose from. I found it difficult to even put an 11 together.
Yeah.
We saw. Should we move on to predicted 11s?
Yeah. And start with your You've gone predicted 11.
Yeah. So
this is the team you think Erik ten Hag will pick.
Yes. 2 changes. Casemiro out. I think you have to feel some sort of ramification for a performance like we saw against Palace. I'm not saying sack him on the spot, sell him, whatever. Because of that, I think he'll probably go anyway. But I do think you have to be dropped. You can't start the next game after error and just sort of a lazy, like I said before, corner cutting performance where you just slide in and get ran past because you can't be arse tracking your man.
Yeah.
You have to get dropped. So I've put Amrabat in at centre back. I don't know who's going to be available. Obviously Martinez is back in training. But I'll be absolutely stunned if he was able to start, and I'd actually be slightly annoyed if he started because we've already, seen him come back and get injured very quickly again. So the last thing we need to do is sort of expedite this process for the sake of, the last 3 games of the season.
Yeah.
Let's get him ready for the cup final. So I've got Amrabat back there, Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. Unfortunately, again, you got one of them playing out of position. Mainu, Mount, and I brought Fernandes back in. I don't know if he will be fit, but he's someone that obviously is incredibly resilient. He missed the game the other day. He doesn't usually miss many games, so I think he might be back. But this is being recorded before the press conference, so there's a chance we already know on that one. And then again, the front 3 sort of picks itself. I know Rashford's back in training, but will he be fit to start? I'm not so sure. Anthony, Højlund up front, and Garnacho on the left as well. We just need to find Højlund a little bit more. If Bruno can be back, that would be absolutely excellent. And I think Mount playing a little bit deeper with his work rate hopefully can overcome some of the legginess we saw from Christian Eriksen as well.
Yeah, I get that. I get everything you said. I understand bringing Amrabat into the team. I thought he did relatively well at Selhurst Park, especially compared to some of his teammates. I'm a bit worried about Mainu. I think we're burning his poor kid out.
I would love to be able to rest him.
I know. I get your point. I'm not having a dig.
Have you rested him?
Well, I've gone for something different, Joseph.
What?
I've gone for my preferred 11.
Okay.
Yeah? And don't forget, I want to win this game. I always want Manchester United to win a game of football.
That sounded weird.
What? It was sincere.
Was it?
Yeah, 100%. Here's my team. So you can see there, this is the team I think Erik ten Hag should go out with if he really wants to win this game, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You've got Fred the Red in goal. We've seen him on the touchline. We've seen him in the pre-match when he's doing those little jokey penalty saves and all that. The kid's got
That's
talent.
the thing. If he's that good when it's just a sort of jokey warm-up with a 7-year-old who's won a competition, think how good he'll be when like you said, it's under the lights on a Monday night. Yeah. He's going to be up for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've got a back 4 of Roberts, Hucknall, Littler and Bolt.
Yeah.
I think you've got everything there.
Yeah.
You've got style, you've got grace, you've got speed, you've got power, you've got accuracy.
Yeah.
What more do you need
and you've
from
got
a
a hell
4?
of a singing voice.
You have, yeah. Hey, Hucknall can carry a tune. Yeah. So that's got a perfect blend of everything.
And I think as well, Luke Littler, early in the season, I wasn't so keen on him, but I've done a complete 180.
Nice.
And I think that probably he's good enough to start for Man United. And it's, I think playing Bolt at right back is slightly odd, especially when he's wearing the number 9.58 on his back. Usually that's further up the pitch. But I think he's a decent player. We need a bit of pace in there because they've got Martinelli and Saka.
Exactly.
Yeah. Midfield?
In the midfield, I've gone with Stormzy.
Great player. Physical presence.
Hopefully it won't be too big for his boots. Huddleston and Ellis Mottershead. You was here.
Not good enough.
Right. No, you was here on the watch-along when I interrupted the watch-along twice because Ellis Mottershead had scored not just once but twice against the mighty St Helens. Well, would you not? The problem, we need goals from midfield. The kid's got that.
The problem with Ellis
in abundance.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
The problem with Ellis Mottershead is...
What? He's not got a problem. You've got a problem, mate. You're the issue.
He's 7 years old.
He's 8. And what did Busby say?
If you're 8, you're great. Wasn't it?
Words to that effect, yeah.
All right, who we got up front three?
I've got a front 3 of Benny McCarthy.
I like him. He gets involved and he's a goal scorer.
Ollie Mersh.
Troublemaker.
He is a troublemaker. And Anthony.
Yeah, he's really improved recently.
Anthony's improved, and the manager won't drop him, even though everyone says he should do. So there you go.
Okay.
That's the team that I think should be the team that we see against Arsenal, because I want to win this game.
It's annoying because when I did my team, I didn't know a lot of those were fit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, well, I've done a bit of research. I'm a bit ITK.
Okay. I'm
and I've been told that there might be a late fitness test for
Luke Littler.
But other than that, I'm pretty confident that all those will be available. Yeah?
Bullseye.
Exactly. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know your predicted 11. Also, as well, give us your score prediction. Let's talk about Arsenal.
Yes. Farsnell.
Yeah.
Shart smell. Is it? Hey?
If you want.
Top of the league and everything but name.
Yes.
Only won once in 16 appearances at Old Trafford. That is genuinely a remarkable stat, isn't it?
I'm amazed at that.
Yeah.
Because we've not even been that good in the last 16 appearances at Old Trafford between us and Arsenal.
That's true. Very, very true.
This isn't like peak Alex Ferguson. We've had some right stinking seasons during that spell, and yet we've still managed to beat them. Even like under the Ralph Rangnick, I know it was Michael Carrick was manager, but we beat Arsenal at Old Trafford that season. They're doing well. They've probably left it too late, haven't they?
Well,
for the title.
It's a shame, and I'll be genuine about Arsenal, because from every game I've seen this season, I think Arsenal have been the best team in the Premier League this year. I think they have won more of their games comfortably than any other team. And obviously you can maybe look at scorelines and whatnot, but just how they've performed, whether they've been better, noticeably better than the team they've played against. I think Arsenal have been the best team this season, and I think it would be slightly unfortunate for them if they didn't win the league. It's almost like the way Real Madrid have got that Champions League aura, City have got that Premier League aura, haven't they? You have to be a lot better than them to beat them. If it's close, somehow they'll just rein you in and drag you in and win 17 games in a row and cross the line first. But I've been really impressed with Arsenal this season, and I think they deserve to win the Premier League. I just think they probably won't.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point, and they've done everything right except get the most amount of points you need.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and ultimately that's what matters. It's all, well, we scored the most goals, we conceded the fewest goals, we had the most emphatic wins, all the rest of it. There used to be that thing with Arsenal where we've been top of the league more days this season than anyone else.
Yeah.
But that's not what matters.
No.
All that matters is who's got the most points come the final day of the season or come after the final whistle of the season. And it's more than likely going to be Manchester City, unfortunately. Yeah? I mean, it pains me to say it because it's just so repetitive and boring, and there's only so many times you can say, well, it don't really count because of all those charges or anything. It's still minging watching City win title after title. And Arsenal have been entertaining to watch. They've had some great results. It'd be a bit mad, wouldn't it, if they're going to finish this season, which looks like they're going to, with no trophies again. Like, they could have done something in the Champions League. I think they missed a massive opportunity there, I really do.
Yeah, they did.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yep.
Give us your score prediction for this one.
It's not going to... I don't see a draw. No. Honestly, pardon me. Honestly, I think we'll lose.
Yeah.
I think it will be a good performance. At the Emirates, I don't think we're brilliant, but I think we lost a close game. I think it'll be the same again. I think we'll lose 2-1, but I think this will be one of the better United performances in recent weeks. For some reason, we always seem to put a bit of a shift in against them at Old Trafford, and I think we'll do the same again, but I think Arsenal will beat us 2-1. Do
you know what? I'm going to say the opposite.
Yes.
All joking aside, right, I think we'll win. And I really actually want us to win. I think Arsenal ain't going to win the league no matter what. Yeah? And I think United could actually get a bit of confidence back, go towards this back end of the season and towards this FA Cup final with a bit of positivity, because God knows we need some.
Yeah.
And also, it would be a little bit funny if we said to City, yeah, well, the only reason you won the league is because we beat Arsenal.
Yeah, and even it would be quite nice to have
at all.
Like our sort of mark on the title.
Yeah,
do you know
just a little reminder that we might be rubbish, but we're not done.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? We've still got a little bit of fight left in us.
We ended Liverpool's quadruple.
Yep.
And we've ended Arsenal's title challenge.
Yeah, that'd be a nice little one on the CV, wouldn't it? And at the end of the season, we end City's double. Yeah? That's how we roll.
Come here.
Yeah?
Love all that.
Love all that. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to go 4-2 to United. Oh. Get your phones out, right? Film yourself in landscape like that. 30 seconds, give you your score predictions. Send it to paddockmatchday@gmail.com. Joe, where can people find you?
Sloppy Joe's podcast and here on Stretford Paddock for the watch along this weekend with you. Yeah. It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to be there. That's been Joe Smith. I've been Jay Motti. This has been a preview for the Arsenal game. Thanks for watching.